Here he comes with the return. And he'll just take a knee in this drive. Start at the 25. The Bobcats offense will have the football first. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes? Pulls it, fired, complete. There he goes. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. He'll keep it himself. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Tried to pound it on first down. Now back to the line. Back to throw, it's Humphries. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And all defenses talk about it. Sacks, tackles for a loss, affecting the quarterback the best way you can. The first drive of the game, already getting home. Nice start for this defense.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Got him downfield. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a first at the 29. The Bobcats are rolling down the field.
I love offensive coordinators that are not afraid to be aggressive early in games. And how about that? Dialing up a shot right away in the first series, trying to seize the momentum.
Can't hold on. He had him right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. To the air on 2nd down. And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Off the play fake. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. The 7th play of this opening drive will be a 3rd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking downfield, it's Humphries. A shot toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. Now looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
You're feeling really good about that, right? Brand new season, first drive of the year. The juices are flowing. You march the ball down the field. You don't get a touchdown, but at least you come away with 3 points. Very positive start to the year.
On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So Delaware's offense will go to work for the first time. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football game. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others. That they got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around him.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack.
And it's hard to imagine starting a game any better than this defense. defense has 2 sacks on the opening drive of the game, something that they pride themselves on. If they get you in these types of situations, they can pin their ears back and get after you. They've got multiple guys that can be a factor when it comes to rushing the quarterback. You're seeing that very early here in this game.
And the Blue Hens send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Just needs a crack to get a return. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. That's caught. It's Estes. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? To the air, it's Humphries. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Keeps it on the draw. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And the Bobcats will bring the punt team onto the field. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Guys, the Delaware offense going back to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
The Blue Hens now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. And the Blue Hens want to crank the tempo. 3rd down play from the gun. Throws to the back. He's got it. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. The Blue Hens are flying down the field. Gives it on the option. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Put themselves in a bit of a bind, but that last one is 2nd and 14. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Oh, they're after him. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. And the Blue Hens decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. Ohio takes over. The Bobcat offense heads to the field. So they've put up some early points, and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The Bobcats trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Throws for the tight end. Wide open downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Humphries. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Wants to throw again. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. And the Bobcats will snap it on 1st and 10. Tight end now in motion. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. It's complete to the right. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Plucks it out of the air. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Bobcats.
This offense needed a big play, and that is the guy that they need to go to help create a spark on offense. Awesome job.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Ohio State is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Troy Smith, and they're right back in this. It's less than a touchdown lead. They're trailing by 6 to Nevada. We will be multitasking today, boys. One eye on that game, one eye on your game. Really the only way to do it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye. Oh, he's got some space. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. Quarterback on the keeper. Fighting off the defender. Boom. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31.
I just love it when my quarterback knows situational football. They run the option. He understands. It's 4th and short. Like, I got to stick my nose in there, get north-south, and try to get that 1st down. I love when I have a quarterback that can do that.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
The Blue Hens want to move quickly. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Hunt is on its way. Perhaps feeling that coverage coming, signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Dropping back, it's Humphries. Oh, he makes the catch. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Ohio is on top. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the 2nd quarter is about to get underway. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Makes it past the marker. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's got his man. They'll bring him down, but not before he put people in the spin cycle. From the 22 on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Fires to the right. Just a Baryshnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the 1st down. The Bobcats had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. He's got it. They will score. Touchdown, Ohio.
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he added the extra point. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Guys, the Blue Hen offense going to work. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
Turning it on! That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the 1st down. And listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Wilkins. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the plus 42. And the Blue Hens racing to the line in the hurry-up.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
You got to be impressed with the quarterback on that last play because he's already been sacked a ton of times in this game. He knows he does not have a lot of time to survey the field, get through his progression. So as soon as he feels a lane to take off and run, he's going to take it. And a really nice job that time, showing off the athleticism and picking up the 1st down.
They wrap him up. He tried to get back to the line of scrimmage, but he's stopped in the backfield. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. So now on comes the field goal unit. Right down the boulevard. That'll close the gap to 14.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Ohio U offense returns to the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Got his man quickly. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another 1st down. It's a draw. Got the 1st down. Looking for more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Bobcats getting set on 1st and 10. Quickly to the tight end. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. He'll ride his man on the option. Now the pitch. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line? The Bobcats started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The give to the back. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Offside, defense.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your stance.
He worked his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. He'll do it himself. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The big fellas line up in a goal line defense. He'll sneak it. The sneak scores it.
It's just so nice to have a signal man who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. It was finished off with the quarterback sneak. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Makes the grab inside the 30. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Delaware.
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going into the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point pulls them closer. It's 24-10. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish things up with a dart from 24 yards out. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Looking to throw, it's Humphries. Just a little off. Incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. So now it's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Finds his man. It's Griffin. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. Lost to throw again. Throws to the tight end. And he can't grab the bullet pass on 3rd down. And the Bobcats line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the 1st half. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Trying play action. Caught in the backfield, it's Wilkins. The defense calls the timeout. Their 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Running back searching for a hole. He works his way to the 21-yard line. Not enough to pick up the 1st down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They punt it away on 4th down. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Humphries. Quickly complete. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. He's run out of bounds and didn't gain an inch on the play. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. He's going to be a little bit short of that 1st down marker, and this defense did a tremendous job not to lose contain on the scramble. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, a lot of ways to describe those first 2 quarters in Athens, Ohio, but let's just go with notable. And we've got to start our report by shouting out that quarterback. My man was dropping dimes like a bank robber, one after another, right on the money, spreading the wealth. Are you picking up on the theme here, people? Long ways to go, I know. But if this continues, that young man is going to be cashing in more ways than one. And with that, let's send it back to our men at Peden Stadium.
The Bobcats will kick it away to start the 2nd half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Okay, guys, here comes the Delaware offense onto the field. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Got it in the middle. It's Wilkins. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a 1st down. The Blue Hens are in the hurry-up.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And the Blue Hens will line up to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Ohio U ready to go back to work on offense. Handoff from the gun. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Now the play fake. Shoots it to the left. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there. Dropping back, it's Humphreys. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Bobcats will call on their punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. The Blue Hens can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wide receiver going in motion. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Blue Hens will try to pin them back with the punt. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Ohio takes over. The Bobcat offense heads to the field. Leaves it with the running back. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 16. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Trying to impose their will with the run. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19. The Bobcats really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets it out fast. It'll be a 1st down as he gets it to the 24-yard line. New set of downs after the completion. Finds a little space. Breaks into the open. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down.
You could tell he saw that grass open up, and he was not handing that football off. He was taking it himself. His eyes got enormous. Chewed up the big play. Nice big chunk play for this offense.
Fires to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. All wideouts, no backs. Looking to throw, it's Humphreys. Out of the backfield, he's open. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. And the Bobcats will line it up on 1st and 10. Rides the back and leaves it.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. The Bobcats pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Power football with the run. Powers through the defender. Got the 1st down and more. They finally get him stopped. This veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. And the Bobcats kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Now he's looking to throw it. He wants it all. Touchdown, Bobcats! Quick strike through the air for the score. This is like the baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, it just gets in the zone, right? And you can't miss. You've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Ohio State is just getting blown off the field right now in Columbus, and at this rate, I'm not sure it won't get worse. They're trailing by 29 to Nevada.
Lost to throw on first down.
We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Setting up the screen. He finds enough room to get it up to the 28-yard line before going out of bounds. The Blue Hens in the hurry up. Complete on third down. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
They'll give it to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. He lobs one high down the left side. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. And the Blue Hens will punt this one away. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. The Ohio U offense returns to the field. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't...
There he goes! And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
Pulls it and fires to the left.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. They make the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. Behind the chains now on second and long. He'll pull it on the read. It's a fumble on the play. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. They were rolling with the option, and the quarterback kept it, but he couldn't hang on to the football.
I'm impressed with this defense. They are locked in and defending the option right now. Guys are playing assignment football, and they're just doing a great job with their eye discipline. They saw the QB pull that ball. They knew exactly who had it. They got to him and created the turnover.
First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. On the run, it's Worthy. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Here comes the offense on second down. From the gun, running back on the move. And he finds no running room at all, and the third quarter is over. Maybe more open spaces coming in the fourth. We've come to the end of the period. Ohio has the lead. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the third quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. So we open the final period with a third down play. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Looking deep down the right side. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Delaware!
You know, sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it way down the field. He's going to make the catch, and we're going to score a touchdown, and that's pretty much what just happened there.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they're now down 31-17. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Ohio U ready to go back to work on offense. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. They go to the ground. He's out past the 35. He's got 99 yards on the day, and the defense has been getting a steady diet of this dude on opening day.
The defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Back to throw, it's Humphreys. Right on the money.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
The Bobcats come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Draw play, quarterback keeps it. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Ohio! Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
Well, they were able to come out here week 1 and really feed off the energy of this home crowd. They've been making plays all over the field. You could not ask for a better start to the season.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And now the Blue Hen offense onto the field. Wants to go up top on first down. Quickly complete. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
And this offense is going to have to catch some breaks, man. They're going to have to make some big plays. They're going to have to push the ball down the field, break some tackles, hit some home runs, down 3 possessions in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to do everything right.
The Blue Hens will hustle to the line.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
It's complete on the right side.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for the...
And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. The play action fake. Fires to the wideout. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And it's incomplete. The long pass on 4th down is to no avail. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Quick strike complete. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? He's got the tight end. And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. And the Bobcats come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Back to pass, it's Humphries. Working that left side now. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the 1st down at the 34-yard line. Looking downfield on 1st down. Quickly out to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. The Bobcats can really attack on this 2nd and short. He'll keep it himself. Turning it on! And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down. Now the offense trying to operate in the red zone. The pull and throw off the RPO. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Got his man. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Here comes the option. He'll toss it. And that one will go and reverse. The defense all over that pitch on the option. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. Just drives it between the uprights. And now the lead is even bigger.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Guys, the Delaware offense going back to work. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Snagged in the middle. It's Boone. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Looking to throw on 1st down. Gets it out quickly. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Now on 2nd down. Gonna run it. It's Worthy. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. And the Blue Hens come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. He's going to run it. Completes the shuffle pass. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. They'll snap it from the 34 on 1st and 10.
I think you're seeing the chemistry between these two guys on that last play, right? Quarterback's on the move. He's got to find his big fella. He does a great job of finding the soft spot in the defense and settling down. He was a stationary target for his quarterback on the move, and that really helped him pick up.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. The offense will quickly use a timeout. The Blue Hens with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. It's caught, and he'll be brought down. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 20. Still firing away as he'll go down swinging. Going for 6. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Delaware.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be.
The pressure gets to him. Quarterback is sacked, and the 2-point attempt is denied, and the lead stays right where it is. We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution, and guys are going to have to do a better job individually. But that's why you play the games. You get to now go back to the drawing board, get back on the practice field, try and iron out these wrinkles. It's a long season ahead. A lot to play for.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.